Right, I'm having to do another milk run, so let's see if it fires up. It's been a few days. Don't flood it. Oh, come on. Yes. Too much fuel getting in though. Right. And we're off. So, I'm sat at a funny angle. I've got, embarrassing, I've got to do another milk run because the last milk run I was so gassing away that I actually forgot to get the milk. Anyway, big things have happened since then. Huge things. Well, huge in my world. So, the car is, I'm sat at a funny angle because the car's been lowered by my own fair hand. So it's lower at the back. The camber, the toe in, the negative camber, whatever it's called, is all wrong. So I need to get wheel alignment done. I haven't lowered it from the front. I need to still do that because it's a bit of a pain to do. So I'll insert some photos in to show exactly what I've done. And also, even bigger news, I have washed the 996. So I shall insert a video in of me kind of washing that. It's not a very good video because the camera is inside my Golf. But it's washed. And also, while I was washing it, I was listening to the Porsche Cooled podcast, and it probably made me laugh out loud, which was that Steve from Porsche Cooled podcast said, just wash the fucking thing, while I was washing it, and it really made me laugh. So yeah, that was funny. The seat is just clicked back again, which it does every time, and again, I haven't fixed it. got to get the milk, got to get dinner for my children, try not to get killed on the way because I'm going through a built-up area. I've never been this way before. I'm hoping I fixed it. It's not going to be fixed, but the fix that Martin told me to look out for on the smell of fuel, I have just put some insulation. This is difficult. Insulation tape on it. So I'm hoping that's fixed it. The smell. It should do though, because that's got to be where the smell's coming from. If it has, that would also be amazing and mean I'll be able to use it a lot more without stinking the house out and, you know, poisoning my family. Yes, going back to Portugal podcast, it was great to hear Steve back from paternity leave, Michael, not maternity leave. Maternity is maternal. Paternity is paternal. I'm sure I've sent you a message about that. But yes, change gear correctly. So that's big things that I've done. The suspension is lowered. I'm going to lower the front a little bit, and then try and get it even. And then I just spoke to Jack, Flight 6 Jack, on the phone, and he said when you do it at the front, make sure you've unloaded it, jack the car up. It's easier to do, and then check the height. So I'll be doing that in the next couple of days. Although the weather is okay today, tomorrow is Easter Sunday, so that means here am I in third? 1 second. So that means I won't be doing anything tomorrow because Easter Sunday, and on Monday it's going to be raining and snowing. So what are these people doing? Can't seem to get going. Idling is still really high. Like we're talking 1500 RPM. So I'm going to. But the big news is, on top of everything that I've already said, I'm going to get the danced exhaust. So I've looked. It's actually not £800. It's £580 plus VAT, and that's for the stainless steel one. So you can get a mild steel one for about £100 less. But I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm not sure I want the mild steel one. And do you know what? Driving it, I've driven it twice this week, I think, and I drove it once last week. Just in that time, it's just peppier. It just drives better. It must be just stuff that was clogged up. Because even before I got it, it was hardly ever used. So I know I drive it quite hard normally, but I can't wait to have that exhaust done. And once I've got the camber on the wheels done, I'm going to get some spacers. So I might as well make it just sit a little bit better with the current Fuchs wheels on. So that'll be really good. I'd be really pleased with that. And the brakes kind of still work. Where's third? There, I think. Yes. So that's second. This is third. But it's just starting to sound better and better. And yeah, I was starting to think, should I put 911 engine? But no, I don't need any more performance. What I need is seatbelts. So I'll be doing that next. And I just like it. It's like, it's the underdog. It's the underdog. People are still going, what do you want? Fucking seats. And now I'm just like lying down. It's the plucky underdog. People still keep saying, but it's a 912. Much like they say about the 996. It's, that's the underdog because it's the 996. Oh, those lights, this, that, whatever. Well, you saw the last video. The grin factor on that car is huge. As it is on this one now. There's less terror. I'm more comfortable driving it. The brakes work a bit better. And it definitely runs a bit smoother, and I don't want to to thrash it down here because I'm in a built-up area, so it's a much lower speed limit. Just see windows closed. And I need to get the steering straight. Obviously that's going to, when I get the tracking done, the clock doesn't work and this temperature gauge doesn't work. They're really difficult to get out without taking the other clocks out next to them. I didn't really want to do that, but I'm starting to think, hang on, what if it's something else? What if it's like a fuse or something? So I'm not sure. I should take all the fuses out or just buy new fuses, I don't know. But I'm going to get the exhaust. I want to put that on. The suspension, when I was lowering the suspension, it was actually fine. It probably took a couple of hours. Most of that time was spent looking for spanners because I couldn't find anything. My knees are destroyed because that's a nail on the concrete. Oh, roadworks, which I can't get through. So yeah, that's a nail on the concrete, so that's really hurt. I slipped a spanner a couple of times, so that hurt quite a lot. It wasn't particularly cold, so that was good. And I'm just glad it's done. And it's exactly back to where it was when I first took it to Jack. And I said to Jack, "Oh, I think it should be a little bit higher, don't you think?" And after him saying 5 times, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?" It just sat too high, and he was right. So that's good. And the adjustment was straightforward. I didn't do any measuring. I just literally, I marked it where it naturally hung the spring plate, and I did it 1 notch up. Not on the torsion bar, but actually the torsion bar came out with the plate. So, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I did it off YouTube footage and stuff like that. So, just forums, YouTube, and just looking at it, it looked kind of straightforward. I did jack it up on the engine where everybody was saying don't do that, but I put a big fat piece of wood there, and it was fine. Put axle stands under afterwards, the gearbox mounting points, so that held it up, which was great. And it's done. So I need to do the front. The front should be much easier, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that fairly quickly, fairly soon. Get it down for tracking and wheel alignment, get the camber corrected on the back, then order the spacers, and job's good. I wanted to order the spacers at the same time as exhaust. I might not be able to do that because there's a lot of different, with 4 millimeters between them, a lot of different spacers available. So I need to think about that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So a momentous news, but also kind of, not momentous news for most people, but for me it's momentous because I washed the 996. I started wrenching. I'm not a natural, no, I was a natural wrencher. It sounds wrong, doesn't it? Wrencher. But it's been a while since I've done that kind of thing, so I'm really glad that I was able to do it. And I'm going to try and fit the exhaust myself unless Jack's available, but I don't think he will be because he's bloody busy at the moment. So yeah, it's going to be me. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you to everybody for the comments and whatnot. I've really enjoyed reaching out to people and for them to tell me about what they're doing. And talk to you soon. Thanks.